and said, "But why were there so many snails?"
Why were there so many snails? We'll find the answer in the next exciting episode of Dwight Tells French Stories. Welcome back to the Starfall Collective, episode 14, part 2. We left our heroes paralyzed with fear, chittering and chattering their teeth, scared, and maybe they're not that scared, but there is a kraken
Infinitive.
nearby that seems to be hunting Karaok. They have both made their way to the top of the canopy in the cloudy sea. There's a level of leaves just above them, just above that, mist. Below them are the trees of the cloudy sea, somewhere in which nearby, within a couple of 100 feet, this kraken is moving around, seeking them, eating birds, eating squirrels,
Okay,
generally
I would
pushing the
like
trees about.
to.
Just for the record, if my lycanthropy is the reason this thing is hunting us, then this thing that Paylord did to me is definitely a curse. Just saying.
Let the narrator state that you're thinking along the wrong lines, but you should definitely be thinking, in the plot of this story, why would a kraken be hunting Karaok? Go ahead, Fennetir. What are you
He
up
does
to?
like to eat birds. I would like to perceive in a 60-foot circle around me, looking for birds or any other small creatures. I roll
Survival check.
a survival, not perception.
Usually hunting
Uh,
hunting is survival.
Gotcha. I roll a. Well, I'm just gonna re-roll it because this D&D Beyond dice thing is not doing well. Okay, survival. Bye-bye! It's a 10 plus my D4, 11.
Um, there are some.
Uh-huh. Are any of them 60 feet away from me?
There are some. Well, you see, there are some like finches, sort of on a branch, chilling out, maybe like 30 feet below you, and you can see, um, in another direction, the little bit of red from a cardinal. Also,
Okay.
like 20-25 feet away.
Well, I guess I'll use the finches. I cast Toll of the Dead. I
What does
point at
that
one
do?
creature that I can see within range,
Mm-hmm.
and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it for a moment. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
What's
If
the
it's missing any of its hit point, it instead takes 1d12.
what is the what's the save DC? It's probably your spell save DC.
11. Wisdom. Wisdom of a finch.
The finch fails.
Haha! Does it have all of its hit points?
Yes.
It takes 5 points of damage.
It
And
evaporates.
there's a dolorous bell.
What kind of damage?
Necrotic.
It evaporates into a puddle of black slime.
Nice. Does the Kraken respond?
Is there's a sound?
Yeah, a dolorous bell.
So it's like boom.
Fills the air around the creature for a moment. I don't know if
Everything's fine. Everything is fine.
There's a sudden stillness from the direction of the Kraken.
Okay. What
Karaak,
about
you hear your friend Fennetir's Dolorous Bell spell go off nearby.
Okay. So I know where it came from.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I'm
like
gonna move.
it's like 80 feet away from you.
I'm gonna move fast. I'm gonna, yeah, pop up out of the canopy, turn into a bird, and fly that way. I
Okay.
move 80 feet in a turn. Do I see Dwight? Dwight, you pop up.
Fennetir, what are you doing?
They're
um,
pretty
I'll
sure he can see me.
I'll stand up.
You let off a bong. Are you gonna pop up above the canopy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick him up.
You do so.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna fly away.
As you fly away, you see the Kraken breach behind you. Thump! Up in the air, about 30 feet in the air, and then down into the canopy again.
Yep, I'm going.
Is he heading our
Yes.
way or?
Yep,
Hmm.
it's following you.
I can fly faster.
But you're
than
much
it.
faster than it.
Yep. Off we go.
You're going to continue along your way.
Yes.
Hopefully
Congratulations.
there's just one Kraken following us, not every Kraken that we come within a certain distance of.
You have completed leg 1 of the 5 legs of this journey. Actually, this is leg 2 of the 6 legs. You did one yesterday.
Right.
Let me
Gotcha.
see if something happens. No, it doesn't. All right. Tell me about this flight.
Oh,
Anything special?
Gravy, you're still full health, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Good.
Bum.
You fly for a while. It is as empty as the cloudy sea usually is.
That is great.
Go ahead and make me perception checks.
Perception. Do. Perception. 15.
19.
Oh wait, plus a D4.
Okay. Let me roll.
17 for me.
20.
Okay. You continue on.
Yeah.
You gotta get smarter.
It's. I probably shouldn't tell you this, but actually, it's something that you just couldn't see from here, even if you did really good at perception.
We need like the inverse of Pass Without Trace, where instead you
Other
see
things
everything.
get less able to hide.
Yeah.
All right. After several hours of flying, you begin to tire again, Karaok.
Find a place.
Look for an island. I look for an island. I roll a natural 20. 23.
That would be a survival check.
Dang it! I clicked perception. If you let me switch it to survival, it's a 21 with a natural 20.
Okay. Yeah. So you're specifically looking around because your character has very good perception.
Yeah.
Not quite as good survival, I guess, but this is something that it is actually a survival task, but I feel like perception plays into it a little bit. This is just an area of the sea where there are not very many islands. Let me roll to see if there are any nearby.
I did
your
roll
path.
a natural 20, so that creates an island where I want it.
If there's one there, you'll see it. That's cocked. Yeah. You actually do. It's a small one, It's
That's
not.
better. Probably not as many things living on it.
Yeah, it's not very big. Um,
Hey, Gravy, look at that island over there.
yeah, you point out the island.
Caw.
Uh,
Can he understand the language?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, you can understand
Yeah, I've
language.
still
You
got
just
my mental faculties.
yeah, you just don't
Gotcha.
you just don't have the equipment to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually need to do
Should have been a
one
were parrot. Were
more
giant parrot.
roll.
Were giant. This is the lizard that turns into a giant.
Yeah, so this is a smallish
head of a
island,
parrot.
and you only notice it's there because the mist doesn't form above it. So it's actually it's just like a little brown spot in the midst of all this white. You can only see, if either you have very good eyesight, you're very perceptive, or you pass like directly above it. But you pointed out to Gravy.
I bet there's adventures to be had over there.
Go ahead
Maybe that
and you make
don't
me
involve Kraken killing us.
make me a survival check as well.
Okay.
You can have a plus D4. Pond's helping us out.
Well, I got a 1, which with bonuses is a 13.
It seems like a fine place to land to you.
Oh, great.
We're gonna die.
As we approach, can I perceive about its living
Yeah.
arrangements?
I mean, you can also make a survival check to see if it's safe or what's there.
Gotcha. I got a 10 plus my D4. 14. Nice. That's about as good as I could imagine. I mean, I could roll a natural 20. 14.
Yeah, you also don't see anything notable about this. Although you know that these are frequently places where animals and adventurers and treasure hunters and thieves and anything will rest just because it's
I think
safer
we
than
should go in
sleeping in the
hot.
crook of a tree. You can do what you want. You don't from in the air you don't perceive anything dangerous.
We don't see any creatures like crawling around on it.
You do not.
Well, let's land.
Yep.
Or you can drop me off and then like stay up in the air, ready
Circle
to.
around. I mean, I'll land with him.
Cool.
As a Quetzalcoatlus.
Yeah, and then once we're on the ground, I'll turn into a lizard.
I want to tuck into a somersault and land with a flourish.
Acrobatics check.
And I ask for Pond to help me out. In my excitement, I roll nice 19.
It is a totally sweet move.
Yeah.
You land it.
Stick the landing.
So these islands are just basically spheres of sticks and dirt, and this one is maybe 10 feet diameter. So it's a smaller one, and
Who knows any holes?
you don't notice any holes. You do see some snake pellets, which would be the leavings after a snake has digested something. And these are pretty big snake pellets.
Oh,
Let's fight with some big snakes.
maybe we should go somewhere else.
No, you should perceive them, or you should hunt. We should hunt these snakes.
Oh.
I feel like snakes.
upon seeing the snake pellets, Gravy turns to Finnetir and says, "I am not sure this is a good place to stay."
Gravy, you do know that snakes spend a lot of time sleeping. That is not a
can kill 'em all
promise
they
of
please.
anything from your DM.
Yeah. Okay.
We should take these snakes out and make this our place to hang.
You
How
also know
big-
that the center of this contains an extremely valuable lump of levy, which if you got it, normally,
Yeah.
that would be enough to make you rich, to bring back a lump of levy like this.
Gravy doesn't care. That's
Finitier
not,
only cares a little bit, but
that's
I mean,
not part
he's
of his mission. He's not here to get treasure. The
can't you like
I
hunt
guess
these
I would.
snakes?
I mean, I guess I would know. I'd probably have a good idea of how big these snakes are, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like, can you give me a general like sense of what Gravy would know about how dangerous they are? Or...
Yeah. The snake that leaves these pellets is huge and
Right.
would be very dangerous.
Oh,
If it's here, you don't. I mean, it looks
Yeah,
like
it might
this
not
is the
even be
spot where a snake would love to stretch out and sun itself.
I mean, are the pellets fresh? Like, I guess I could figure out how.
Yeah, not fresh.
Not fresh. Okay,
Pretty old.
So it's been a while since the snake was here.
It's been a while since it took a poop here.
why don't you drop into your like ranger hunting mode and see where it is?
Oh wait, do I have any skills that would help me?
You're pretty good at tracking animals.
Yeah. It's a advantage on survival checks to track my favorite enemies. I mean, this would be a beast, right?
It's a beast.
Yeah. All right. Well,
It's a
survival
beast.
check to track it.
Yeah.
Plus
All right.
D4.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Help him out, Pod.
Okay, that and that. That is a 28.
Yeah. It was here. It sunned itself. It relieved itself. It would have been yesterday that happened.
Right. But it's not here anymore.
You don't detect it, no. But you examine the place extremely thoroughly.
Okay. All right. I convey this information to Finitier and propose that we probably it's probably okay to take our rest here. So we'll take our rest here.
Cool. Roll me up
Finitier
those.
will begin digging to the center of the island.
Don't do that.
Roll me if you're trying to remain hidden and you want to dig while being hidden. Your stealth check will be with disadvantage.
Guess I need to make a stealth check.
It depends on whether you want to hide or not.
Yes, hiding is good. I like to hide. I'm gonna do that.
Nice.
Well, that fudge. I got a 12. That's not great.
Okay.
Alright. I
Fenitier?
only have so many of these spells. I have not used Pass Without Trace this time.
I get a 9.
Okay. Are you digging?
Yes.
Cool.
What are you doing?
I guess I will go ahead and roll that second one to see if it's worse. It is not. The 3 was the worst of the 2 die. I'm not making much more noise than you, Gravy.
Digging in this.
We should be quiet.
I do, if it's helpful, I do have a crowbar.
Yeah, that is helpful for digging.
I also
it's
have a
like
mace.
it's like a big ball of sticks and dirt. So a lot of
Yeah.
times you can like pull up a stick and a lot of dirt, come away with it. The crowbar is helpful for that sort of thing, getting the sticks out. Um, some of the tree's roots have intertwined themselves in here, and you're cutting. Any cutting weapons you may have are helpful to cut those roots.
Only if my mace is sharp.
Um, yeah, you hack away at it. You get down there. It's a little bit weird. I think maybe you haven't been sailing a whole lot, so I don't think you've done this before, probably. But
Nope.
this is as you dig down, like in the hole, it's weightless. So it's not
Makes
it's
it
not
easier.
yeah, it does make it easier. You don't have to like haul the dirt up there. You just sort of push it along, give it a little push out into space. And yeah, eventually you come to the center, and you find the little a little like levy shard, little levy gem in the
Nice.
middle.
Not.
I don't grab it yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till we're flying away.
Gravy instructs him
And
not
I
to
have
do
a
that.
nice little hole to hide in, which should increase my stuff.
Cool.
Right. So
So an hour goes by.
yeah, hour goes by.
It is an uneventful hour.
Huzzah! After said hour, we will continue our journey.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a weird thing with you'll know this because you're a sailor, you'll be used to this sort of thing, but you can't just carry a levy gem like in your pouch. This levy gem has like a 5-foot sphere of weightlessness around it, so if you were to put it in your pocket, it would be pretty weird for
I mean, it feels like it would make my ride a little softer.
yeah, definitely. It'd be more like instead of him sitting on your back, Karaok, it's more like you're towing along a weightless bubble. If he has it, but what sailors would do if they were in this situation is they would take some kind of long stick, and they would stick it on the end of the stick, and then they could have the bubble away from them if they needed to have weight for some reason. Whereas you stick it in your pocket, you can't move except by pushing off of stuff.
Right.
So if you want to walk around, you need it on the end of a stick. So I'm going to say you can go ahead and
To find a
construct this.
stick while I was digging.
There's plenty of sticks that are long enough. It's not pretty, but you can, bind it with thread or leather to the end of the stick and have a safe way to transport it.
Huzzah!
But it is a bit of a weird encumbrance, and if you get into any battles and things, you might want to account for it
Gotcha.
when you're telling me what you do. As you fly, you find that the day is coming to a close.
Yeah.
Night is starting to fall.
Yep. Gonna land.
Go
Find
ahead
a
and
place
make
to
me
land.
those perception checks.
B4.
Sorry. Do we have advantage or no?
Not on the perception checks.
Okay, sorry. I just can't remember. We've made a lot of checks. Okay.
I got a 10.
22.
All right. You see at the very distance off to the south, so like to your right and a little bit ahead,
Mm-hmm.
right? On your right-hand side mostly,
Mm-hmm.
you see flapping black wings.
Flopping?
Flapping.
That
Flapping.
But
Dragon.
it's far away. There's it seems to be a dragon, but it is at the very edge of your vision. It's like just a little dot.
yeah, like when he notices that, he's gonna start He's gonna very quickly try to find a good place to land. Get
Okay.
under the canopy.
Yeah, the ship does sometimes spot dragons like this.
Yeah.
It's not a huge event unless the dragon comes at you.
Yeah.
They mostly
Well,
want to be
Is
left
it
alone.
it could be a nice dragon.
Not with black wings, it won't.
Oh,
we're not gonna find out.
find out.
Yeah, so try to find a place to land, avoid catching the attention of the dragon.
Last time you wanted to find a specific kind of place to land. Are you doing anything like that this time?
With a 10, I'm not.
Nope. Yeah, just
Oh, wait, that'd be a separate survival. Oh, but you're hurrying. Yeah, so.
yeah.
I mean, I'll
I'm
do
not.
a quick one. I'm just gonna, like, if there's something on the way. Ooh! Natural 20 again.
You don't
Plus
find
a D4.
you don't find anything though.
23 total.
I imagine Dwight would that just he could find us, spot us a good place.
It's better than,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, an advantageous spot to land in.
Yep.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, you find a pretty advantageous spot to land in.
And as we're once we have landed, I will cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Okay.
So that we can, because we're about to take a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do that so that we can use that to
Hide.
yeah, for us to hide, set up our camp, and yeah, all that stuff. So
19 plus.
Oh.
I got 21. Oh, no, 31 to hide.
Okay, and I got a natural 20. That's a 37.
Godlike. You are.
It's hard to do better than that.
Your camp is invisible.
I am invisible to myself.
Absolutely so.
Before we did that, I tied us together using my... Wait, I might not have rope. I don't have rope. I think I gave it away.
I don't have rope either. I threw it away.
I give Gravy a piece of incense. I have 4 blocks of incense so that I can smell him.
Gravy looks at you weird, but puts it in his bag.
Before you dissolve into the darkness and I can't find you.
All right, so we're gonna pitch camp and take a long rest.
Go for it. Yep.
We go for it.
Woo, long rest.
Please no wraiths. Or Kraken.
Got all my my hit points back, so that I can take one more Kraken hit.
This is a quiet night.
Thanks to passing without trace.
Yay. We have two more legs to go.
Oh, while I'm asleep, I'm all like, "Hey, Pawn, we could use a little help here. Trying to find your book." Pawny Pawn. Hey, Ponzi.
Yeah. Yeah,
Honorific.
I think you do see Pon.
Hey, man, what's the haps? You seen what's going on down here?
He's got his weird curly hair, little horns, kind of goat horns, and this
Flying
is
on a big old Quetzalcoatlus.
this is going to be our last scene before we stop for the night. Pon comes to you in your dream, and he says, "Hey, oh man, it's really good to see you. Oh, hey, did you meet up with the Ghost Knights? I mean, wait, the Goose Knights. They're the Goose Knights.
I was excited there for a second because the Goose Knights seem to get killed really easily. I was looking forward to some Ghost Knight help.
Oh, did they get killed? That's a
Well, some of
bummer.
them. They don't seem like they're super strong, and they did try to steal from me, but
Yeah,
then
but
they changed their mind.
oh, yeah, that's yeah. They try to steal from me too. It's kind of, I think it's pretty hilarious. They're
It
fun to
is
party
it
with
is
too.
hilarious.
Did you party with them? They're great.
I haven't gotten the
They
chance
they
yet.
got some good jokes. Um,
I bet they do.
but
A
listen,
lot of playing duck duck goose.
I've been going around hither and thither and making forays and like getting all kinds of knowledge. Like yeah, I'm really deep
Ooh,
and
I
old,
bet.
and
Seems like it.
I've been thinking about this whole situation that we're all in,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna tell you something. I've got
Tell
a
me.
plan.
A new plan?
This is a new plan. It's a good plan and
Like
it's gonna
throw
work.
out the old plan and start afresh?
No, no, we need to do the old plan too, and this
Gotcha.
plan.
Gotcha. What's the
Listen,
I'm listening.
this guy Chernabog, right?
Yeah.
Have you
He's
met him?
related to that one guy that we were hanging out with earlier.
Related to?
Well,
Chernabog's got kin?
they hang out. No, he's got a thrall. I don't know. That's not the right word.
Oh, oh yeah, like a he's got like a representative or
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you're mine out
Yeah.
here
Sort of.
of that.
We party.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably not as they probably have like a weird dark like blood pact thing.
Yeah.
It's probably not super cool.
It's not as chill as our relationship.
Yeah, I like to think we're more chill than that. But
Mhm.
listen, wait, we're getting like sidetracked. You've got to get Chernabog
Gotcha.
to switch sides.
I I have to do that.
Listen, he's
Uh-huh.
he's got to join his power to Oberon and not Karen.
Oberon. Isn't Oberon like the opposite of wouldn't Oberon like murder me for even talking about Chernabog in his presence?
Oberon might murder you for talking about Karen, but Chernabog's new.
Ah. Yeah, but
Karen's
Chernabog
old
is
like
like
us.
distinctly evil.
I mean, you might have been picking up some vibes from the Karen alliance that he's got.
Ah, okay. Okay,
I
so
can't say that I necessarily like the idea of another minor god active around here, but
hey Pon, you'll do fine. You
you
always
know,
come out on top.
well, but I feel like Chernabog and us could kind of. I mean, like hunting is fun, sort of. Like imagine, like
Yeah,
he
you
might.
get to party afterwards
This
anyway.
guy Chernabog, he might be down with like if we get some fishing rods, like a cooler full of brewskis,
And then
like
just like jump out into the middle of the lake and start slamming those rods down on fish heads.
he might be a little bit
He's kind of intense, man.
tightly wound for the kind of stuff, but my whole vision of the cloudy sea as like a
Oh no, I lost you.
am I here?
Yep.
Yeah.
My whole vision of like the cloudy sea as a whole resort town
Mm-hmm.
thing, he can be a part of that. People like to hunt. It's
Yeah.
relaxing for a lot of people, but you got to know some tactics because I know Oberon. I
Uh-huh.
know these gods from way back.
I believe you.
Oberon won't make the first move.
Okay.
He thinks he's all elder and all important and stuff. Like even
You
if
guys
he's
bring
figured out,
Chernabog to the table.
even if he's figured out that this is the only way forward, he's not going to humble himself and suggest it. Like Chernabog will have to approach him. So you go to your warlock buddy and get him to talk to his god. See what I'm saying? Like a
I got you.
go-between. Like
I
you're...
feel like to do this, if I had a lot more wisdom at my command,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
can't see, but I'm rubbing my hands together in a very pleasing way. I would be more able to
Right,
bring
right.
these
That's
gods
why
to
we
the
gotta
table.
do... We gotta do the both plans.
Gotcha. Get the book, get the wisdom, then go talk to Chernabog and Oberon.
But you gotta know, if this goes down, Karen will flip her ever-loving lid.
I'm looking forward to it.
Remember, Oberon must be approached respectfully.
Gotcha. Okay, real quick, also a side question. What do you know about those lizard people?
Lizard people.
Yeah, lizard people, dear reader.
What what about lizard people? I know a ton of lizard people.
Oh yeah, I got a lizard person friend who is he's intense, but not like Chernobog intense. More like he's got one thing on his mind and he's doing that until another thing comes on his mind.
Hmm.
He's helping me out though. You saw him with the big flappity flap.
Yeah, yeah. That's a
Um,
weird situation.
yeah, I'm sure you know way more about that than me, but I'm not so interested in that. What I'm interested in is helping him do what he's gonna do because otherwise I don't have a ride to where I'm going.
What he's gonna do?
Yeah, he wants to know about a starfall
Oh.
that affects his people.
Oh, I'll tell you, hey, if you want to know about a starfall,
Uh-huh.
you should talk to this cloud giant named Nebulaster.
Yeah, we just left there.
Oh, then probably
We we
like
need we need more info.
Elven scholars or something?
How about
Universities?
hey, so I got a few days.
That sounds like homework, man.
Yeah, I'm giving you homework because if this lizard person doesn't get what he wants, I don't get what I want, and you don't get what you want. So let's get the lizard person what he wants so that we can all get what we want.
Well, I'll tell you something. If your lizard buddy wants to survive,
That has less than no effect on him.
oh boy. Well,
Threats are like you think you're gonna like maybe bump him in a direction, it will do the opposite. It will bump him away from that direction.
then you've got a problem, buddy.
No, I gave you the homework. You go do your thing. I'll get back to you in a couple days.
You think that I am gonna go and tell Paylor what to do?
You don't tell him what to do. You trick him into giving you the info you need.
Hi.
What are you like not good at tricking people?
I mean, whew, boy. Listen, remember when I was telling you about how if the if Chernobog switches sides, if the
Uh-huh.
gods come to like an arrangement and an agreement and like a
Uh-huh.
truce or a treaty, that Karen would flip her lid?
Uh-huh.
He's starting to fade away as he says this.
Yeah.
Paylor's lid has flipped and is lying on the floor.
Gotcha.
And with that, the dream ends. And with it, our episode of the Starfall Collective. King of the Cloudy Sea.
Huzzah!
That is where we are going to stop for the night.
We get
Karaok, did you take any risks to help your friends or shipmates? Yes. Any
Yep.
special way you helped in the hunt for Enma the Silver Squid? No. Did you advance your personal quest?
Yep. I'm closer to 3 ways.
Sure. Yeah. Did your attitude towards fate complicate your life in a meaningful way? Whoops. I got cut off. Come on.
Hey,
Am
I
I
heard
back?
you.
Am I back? How's the
Probably.
Twitch stream? Is the Twitch stream back?
It's yeah, it twirled for a bit, but it didn't die.
Is it going?
It
Doesn't
looks
matter.
like it.
Cool. Sweet. Yeah, take a point for that. Did your attitude towards fate complicate your life in a meaningful way?
I don't think so. Not really.
Cool.
Any
Take a secret point.
secret points?
Fennetir,
Hey,
did you take any risks to help your friends or shipmates?
yeah, I just called out a god.
That was hardcore.
Okay. Is there any special... Yeah, take a point for that. Is there any special way you helped in the hunt for Enma the Silver Squid? I think not. Did you
I asked
advance...
if that squid was in my.
Yeah, no. Did you advance your personal quest? Yes, I think
Yes.
you did. Did your attitude towards fate complicate your life in a meaningful way?
Not really.
And also take a secret point.
One short. Could have leveled up.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. I believe that, well, I don't know. We'll figure out whether, yeah, I think probably next episode is going to be the other 2 characters.
Gotcha.
But,
And then the week after that is Labor Day, FYI.
oh. Does that mean we don't do an episode, or does that mean we do double?
We just
We can
stream
figure it out.
all day. Like a 12-hour marathon.
I would do a 12-hour marathon stream if you wanted to.
We'll figure it out.
It would take me a week to prepare for it.
Well, you have 2 days.
Okay. This is the Starfall Collective. We're signing off. That is all for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Tune in. Oh, hi, Josh.
We will never.
Nevers?
Never what?
Nevers what?
Okay. Tune in this same time next week for another exciting episode. And remember, failure is beautiful.
But not as beautiful as a D20.